So, real quick, I want to talk about this war going on between werewolves and vampires. Uh, as you all know, I'm a wolfarian. You could call me werewolf. I don't care. I do kind of refer to myself as that. I mean, it's not really much different. Some Therians choose not to use the term. Some do. I'm just one of the people that does because, quite frankly, why not? Um, I'm gonna move a little. Sorry. I have my very, very, very best friend on the planet is an energy vampire. Um, so I think that in itself is a way to kind of discount a lot of the bull crap that Twilight is trying to sell you with this werewolf vampire all out war going on. I mean, I've known this girl since we were in the first grade, and we've been tight ever since. I mean, there's no coming between us. Um, I also want to say some things about Twilight. I've read all the books. I just recently finished New Moon for the second time. I don't know why I read it again. I'm not a twihard. I don't even like Twilight that much. I was reading it mostly for the werewolves. And, let me first say that I don't like the way it's written. That's just my opinion. Feel free to disagree with me. I personally don't like the way it was written. I feel like I could have written it better. Because, well, I can write anything better. My ego is that big. Not all werewolves are super duper tan. Look at how white I am. I don't know if you can see this real well, but I am whiter than white bread without this tan. I've actually gotten pretty tan in the last few years, but without it under my shirt and stuff, whiter than white bread. I am warm. Usually people run about 98. It's like 98.6, right? Yeah. I usually run about 99, 100 degrees. That's normal for me. I usually run pretty warm. I also want to say some crap about vampires because Twilight got it wrong. First of all, there's no insatiable thirst that they're gonna jump on somebody. I'm not super sure about sanguinarians, but I do know that they're not going to jump on you like Jasper did. Will try to jump on Bella when she slit her. She got a paper cut from the birthday present Alice gave her. My memory is razor sharp, but they're not going to tackle you. They try to get it in more humane ways, as far as I'm concerned. Energy vampires will either feed off a group. Okay, here's what I've observed. They would either feed off a group of the energy that's radiating off of people and not directly from people, or if they absolutely needed to, they would ask you first before feeding on you. I've offered my friend definitely a few times, and she knows that whenever she wants, she can come up to me and ask, but she never does because, well, she doesn't want to take it from me by force. We're both Wiccans, and we both believe that that could be harming people if you don't ask them first. And as a note of reference, I don't group my therianthropy and my religion together. They're two different things in my mind. But they are both essential to who I am, and some people may not like it. Some people may not like otherkin, or some people may not like pagans, and you know what? That's their choice. It doesn't affect me whether they like me or not because of what I am. Oh, and I'm also bisexual. So, I mean, like, there are a lot of people that could, pull a lot of crap out of their ass and just rag on me for hours and hours, and honestly, just feel free. That's your opinion. I don't care. I'm spreading my opinion all over the internet right now. I don't care. But, in Twilight, they portray vampires as cold-hearted, their eyes change color, they're really, really white, and they're exceptionally beautiful. Um, I've seen ugly vampires. Not my best friend. In my opinion, she's very, very gorgeous. She has this super curly hair that will never ever stay down. She's also of Asian descent, which means she's way tanner than I am. And she's warmer than I am a lot of the time. So I think that in itself kind of disproves that not all vampires have to be like that. And I know Laurent in the Twilight series was black, but he also had red eyes, which isn't true. I don't think anybody can naturally have red eyes. I don't mind the color contact thing. That's actually pretty cool. I've always wanted a pair. But, Oh, and if you've seen True Blood, you've seen that their fangs are right here, first of all, which isn't anatomically correct. They should be 4 teeth in from the front, and the same down here, yeah, on D34. Then you hit the canines. I just pointed with my middle finger, not trying to flip you off, but whatever. In True Blood, they have them here. Not true, and they are not that long. No. I'm not a super good reference on vampires. I don't know a lot about them. I know the basics, that they can feed off of the energy of people, whether that be the life force as in blood or life forces in the energy that they radiate or directly from that person. The way a vampire would get energy, because some people say they can't make enough of their own, that they're incapable of it. I think that's true. I think psychic vampires or energy vampires just can't make enough of their own personal energy, and so they have to take it from other people. I don't think they're monsters at all. I mean, I think it's... Who am I to tell you what's not normal and what is normal? I'm trying to... Whatever. I'm not an expert on vampires, nor am I an expert on normal. But if you need more information, try, it's PSI, and then there's a dash, and then it's VAMP.org, I think, ORG. I'm not quite sure, don't quote me on that, but, I've visited the website a couple of times trying to figure out what it is exactly that my best friend is. It's a really good website with a lot of information. I would go there. It's very reliable. That's where I would go. For therianthropy, which is what I was originally talking about, I have a lot of different links, none of which I remember off the top of my head, and my iPod won't let me go find the links without stopping my recording, so that's kind of out of the question. But there are some very good sites on therianthropy, and if you think you're a therianthrope, and, okay, well, if you know the animal that you are, and you're suspecting that you're a therianthrope, I found that before I was awakened, when I was trying to find out what it was that I am, I found that those Native American animal totem sites were very, very helpful. I would definitely recommend trying to find one of those. Totem animals, I was working with the wolf as a totem animal before I even heard of the term therianthropy. It's very helpful once you learn how to do it, and once the spiritual animal kingdom, or whatever the hell you want to call it, once they realize that you're interested in finding your totem, they will come to you and help you out. I mean, I've been helped out by a variety of different animals in my lifetime. When I was having self-confidence issues, the lion came into my life and helped me out a lot. I would say I'm a pretty mature person with a good head on my shoulders, but I wasn't always pretty awesome as I am today. For 2 years, the owl was in my life, teaching me to make better decisions and to think with wisdom. And although it's not nearly as present as it was before, I will never forget those life lessons. And so, when I'm tempted to do something very rash, sometimes I will hear owls. I'm a 10-15 minute walk from the river, and they're all down there. When I'm very, very scared, I will hear ravens. They're not death... Okay, they are technically death bringers. If you talk to any expert on omens, they'll probably tell you they're death bringers, but they've always kind of reassured me when I was very, very worried. Now I'm working with Wolf, and I've been working with Wolf for 8 months, somewhere in there. Wolf has taught me to be a better teacher. I've always wanted to be a college professor, and Wolf is really, not only is she helping me learn, I don't know why I said she, Wolf is helping me learn, but, to be patient with people and to, respect my individuality, as well as, the sense of family I have. Not with my biological family, but with the people I consider. It's what my brother calls my pack. My brother knows about it, but I don't talk about it with him much. But he calls the people I love most my pack. And I have a lot of very family ties with them, but I can be part of a group while still maintaining my individuality, and I thank Wolf for that every day. In fact, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a statuette of a wolf. Here, you know what, I'm just gonna put it right there so you can see it. Hold on. Sorry, there's somebody outside. I don't want them to hear me rambling like a crazy person. I do tilt my head when I'm trying to hear harder. I do. It's a little bit weird. But anyways, I've been working with Wolf for a long time now, and even in 8 months I've grown considerably. And I feel like if I keep working with Wolf medicine in Native American ways, that I'll grow into a much better person. My mentor, who taught me about Wicca and witchcraft and totem animals in the first place, was Native American, so a lot of what I do is related to that. In fact, she taught me about what they called skinwalkers, people that would transform into animals in Native American myth. That always really interested me. During transformation scenes, like werewolf, when a man turns into a wolf, not American Werewolf in London kind of werewolf, like half man, half Bigfoot. They did that in Harry Potter too, got really disappointed. But in New Moon, the one thing I like about it is that it went from a person to an actual wolf. And yes, the wolf may have been really big, and they may have started shaking when they were really angry, and that's the only way they could turn into a wolf. Those things are inaccurate. But, oh, and the fact that I don't think you can physically transform into that animal. It's more of a psychological thing in my mind. But the point is, it's an actual wolf. It's not Bigfoot looking on 2 legs with fur going on. We don't change at the full moon, and we don't eat people and terrorize London. We're normal, living, breathing people. Your next door neighbor might be a Therian. The guy in the cubicle next to you might be a Therian. Or that hot lady in the fire red heels that you see every day at the water cooler. She might be a Therian. A sexy Therian. Maybe she's a fox Therian. I don't know. My imagination's getting the best of me. But the point is that it could be a normal person, and it just... I don't see... The only reason I'm afraid to tell people about it is because I know that my family would either laugh in my face or put me in a padded cell, and that's the same for a lot of my human friends, and it's hard, because I have to act so human while I'm at school, and, oh, by the way, I'm a freshman, contrary to popular belief, and, it's really hard to suppress, especially when I M-shift at school, which happens a lot. And when I get phantom limbs, and one time I was watching one of my guy friends play a video game, and his character had to shoot a wolf. And I actually had to get up and leave the room and go outside and get a fresh breath air, because I was about to tear up. I mean, I know it was a fake wolf and I shouldn't have reacted like that, but just the idea of it really... just the idea of it really gets me at a basic level. But that's just me. Others may not feel the same way. I've heard some Therians react strangely at transformation scenes in werewolf movies. I do that too. Holy crap, I'm at 14 minutes. I didn't know time could go by so fast when I'm rambling about being part animal. Well then, maybe they really should put me in a padded cell. So I'm gonna go before I waste any more of your time. Thank you for watching this and putting up with my rambling. I love you. Bye.